Previously on the flats.
Jim and Jay, your crafting needs, night or day.
What about the bow?
Robo Hamster.
Madam Niblets.
When I'm feeling blue and when I'm feeling low, then I start to think about the happiest man I know.
Madam Niblets was cute and cuddly, and decidedly ill-tempered. Whether her disposition was the product of nature or nurture was neither clear nor particularly relevant. What was both obvious and applicable was her unapologetic proclivity for conflict. And while intimidation certainly had its perks, adoption was not one of them. Which was perfectly fine by Madam Niblets. After all, what use does a rancorous rodent have with a life of domestic content? Contempt, on the other hand.
Three, milk buoyancy. 4, prize yield. 5, thiamine. What?
When I said, what were we thinking?
6, riboflavin.
I was referring to our decision to participate in this idiotic hamster quest, not your fondness for Cocoa Puffs.
I'll have you know puffing isn't some fondness like stamp collecting or religion. It's a lifestyle. Besides, it doesn't take a genius to figure out what you were thinking.
Lana? What, you think That's ridiculous.
It is odd giving your fleshy upbringing and her wood-to-plastic ratio. But hey, it worked for Geppetto. Is anyone else picking up a distinct Olsen twins vibe here? So adorable. So terrifying. Classic Mary-Kate.
What is it?
She's gone.
And look.
So it's a staring contest, eh? Challenge accepted. Starting now.
So let me get this straight. You think that 6-piece McNugget out there...
Best 3 out of 5. Go.
broke into your house and what? Kidnapped your hamster?
Do you have a better explanation?
Carelessness?
Chuck's right.
I am?
First rule of any investigation, start with the obvious, work your way out.
Thanks, Brady.
Don't mention it. Now then, if we're considering the most obvious modes of escape, do you ladies own a toy motorcycle? Oh, and I suppose next you're going to tell me cats don't like to wear hats.
And what about the feather?
In French, chat chapeau.
As a fool once said.
Oh, okay, fine. It doesn't really matter how she went missing anyway. All that matters now is finding her. Doris wouldn't have brought us here if it wasn't important.
What?
Guys?
All I said was
The subtext was pretty glaring.
Guys?
Well, if you're such an expert on subtext, what's my tone conveying now?
Confusion? Wait, don't tell me. What's the opposite of witty?
Guys? Where's Doris?
You know what I don't get?
Minimalism?
If this is all such a big waste of time, what are you doing here? Why do you even bother coming in the first...
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
Clearly it's something.
Just forget it. We should probably go check on Peyton and Brady.
Don't go trying to change the subject on me. If it's no big deal, just tell me. What? You think I'm doing this because of you? You think I'm doing this because of you?
You have a zip line? Why do you have a zip line? Am I tall enough to ride the zip line?
Coming?
What do I look like? The buxom bimbette from some 80s slasher film? Fine. But if we end up dismembered, don't come running to me.
Unbelievable.
I said I was sorry.
It's just so typical. I'm a man, so naturally I can't make a decision without the express written consent of my genitalia. Well, the joke's on you. I have no genitalia.
Watch your step.
I'm okay. Is this normal? Is that normal?
On 3. 1, 2. Ah!
Oh, you okay, Dee? Who did this to you? Was it those mean old chickadees?
Ha! You hear that? It wasn't those chicks after all. Turns out sometimes a bird is just a bird. Who knew? Well, me, of course. Not that I'm one to gloat. Oh, who am I kidding? I love good gloat. It's literally one of my favorite pastimes. But seeing as we're a bit preoccupied at the moment, I'll make this one short and sweet. I hate to say I told you so, but... So that's Madam Niblets.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with the scent of humble pie lingering in the air like grassy notes of freshly cut Bermuda, our fearsome foursome, now a paltry pair of pears, was suddenly faced with its newest and most unexpected obstacle: division. And as Chuck and Lana watched their friends jettison into the sunset, helplessly grounded by both gravity and disbelief, there was, at the very least, a shared thread to which they both could cling.
Dibs on the window seat.
At least they weren't Peyton.
I took a drive and drove straight off a cliff and parachuted out before I hit. But try as I might, I could not pull the cord. Flash back to every word my father said.